If you want to know how to find real estate deals on Zillow using Zillow the right way, you're in the right place. Let's get into it. Hey there, my name is Mike Fritz. I'm the founder of Titanium Capital Investments and the multifamily CEO system. My greatest passion is helping people just like you invest in multifamily real estate to create financial freedom. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through how to find real estate deals on Zillow. Even though Zillow is a crowded platform and a lot of people use it, there's a way to use Zillow to still surface powerful deals so you can continue to make money in real estate. Let's go. The very first thing you want to do if you want to find deals on Zillow is you have to go in and set filters that really will surface the kind of property you're looking for. First of all, you want to choose your area. Then you want to choose your price, and then you want to choose the type of property you're actually looking for. By picking the right area, you want to choose the area that fits the kind of strategy you're looking to do. If you're looking to fix and flip or wholesale properties, you can do that in just about any market as long as you get a good enough deal. If you want to buy and hold a property, you want to stick to areas that are on a growth track, that are in the growing pattern, that have population that are growing in jobs. Because if you're going to hold a property, you want that property to continue to appreciate with the area. Because if you buy a property and it depreciates with the area, that's a bad thing when we're trying to buy and hold real estate. So when you set your area, make sure you're setting your area inside of Zillow based on the kind of strategy you're looking for. The price is set based on the strategy you're using. If you're buying bigger multifamily buildings and you're planning on raising the private capital, make sure you set a price that fits the kind of capital you can raise. If you're going to buy a single family home and fix it up, make sure you look at a property that fits the kind of cash you have. If you're doing a wholesale deal, make sure you have a seller for that property, so when you take that property, you can assign it quickly and move that property quickly and get your fee. All of these filters that set up make searching faster, but make sure you set your filters based on your strategy and what you're trying to do with the property. But filters are beautiful because they really speed up your ability to search and find the properties that really will fit what you're trying to do. The other thing you can do on Zillow, it has a really cool feature where you can draw your area. There's a little icon in the top-hand corner of the map where you can click and it removes the boundaries of an area in which you're searching. You can click on that and drag around and drag a circle of an area in which you're seeking for properties in this specific area. Let's say you want to buy in Atlanta, but you want a very specific area of Atlanta. You can actually draw that specific area on Zillow and it will show you the properties for sale that fit your filters that are in the area that you've drawn. If you draw that area, it will surface properties quickly that fit your criteria. The third thing to know when leveraging Zillow to find deals is don't bank on the quote-unquote Zestimate. The Zestimate on Zillow is an estimate of what your specific property is worth. And even in the multifamily world, it'll tell you what they think it will rent for. And I don't want you to bank on this estimate because it's often way off. A lot of times I've seen property where the Zestimate was $100,000 when I know I've seen properties just like this selling at $150 and appraising even higher than that. And so a lot of times Zillow will set an estimate on your property that really is not connected to current comps. It might be connected to previous comps and previous information, but it's not reflecting the kind of properties that are being sold in that area that match this kind of property. So don't bank on that Zestimate when determining the value of your property. If you're going to buy a property and fix and flip it, that Zestimate goes right out the window because it's telling you what it's worth today, not after you fix it up, or the ARV, the after repair value. It's not giving you any of that. So the estimate they provide really doesn't provide a lot of value. You still want to do your own homework and due diligence and engage a real estate agent that can tell you what properties like this are selling for in this area, which is often based on square foot and the quality of the property. Before we go to the next tip, I want to know, have you ever purchased properties on Zillow? Have you ever leveraged Zillow to buy properties or sell properties? Throw in the comments. I want to know if you've ever leveraged Zillow, or if you have any questions leveraging platforms like Zillow so we can engage with you, answer questions so you can get more properties even faster. Let's keep going. The next way to leverage Zillow to find properties is to set up notifications on your phone. I did this recently. I downloaded the Zillow app to my phone and set it up so it notifies me every time a property hits the market on Zillow that fits my criteria. I have a buddy of mine, one time he called me. He was at a barbecue. He was just hanging out with some friends. All of a sudden his phone pinged. His phone pinged, he looked at it. It was a property that had just hit Zillow that really fit what him and his wife were looking for. So they call on this property. They end up buying this property for $285,000. $100,000. They're fixing it up. They put about 100 into it, so they got about 385 into it. That property will sell for over $500,000. Now, because people know how valuable property is, any fix and flipper would have known that. Because he had his notification set, it pinged instantly. He was able to call in and get that property quickly. Believe me, he bought it one day after he got the notification. So when I tell you that it's a powerful thing to set those notifications, believe me, it is. Him and his wife are living proof that you can have your notification set up and it can actually lead to a deal. So make sure if you're leveraging Zillow that you download the app, set up your filters so that it will send you the kind of property that you're looking for. The next thing that makes Zillow a powerful market is it's both for off and on-market properties. Zillow is considered an MLS listing site because real estate agents can list their properties on Zillow, but Zillow can also be leveraged by for sale by owners, people that just want to list their property on any market. So you can have on Zillow properties that are on the MLS and properties that aren't on the MLS yet, and you're just working with direct sellers. And this is powerful because a lot of times it can open up negotiation. Because they're not paying real estate agent fees and they're not paying the high fees of agents, they can then pass a lot of that on to you and you can split that difference. That is thousands of dollars you can save on a deal just because you found a seller who is selling directly to you rather than through an agent. That's one of the powers of this specific platform versus other MLS listing platforms. Using Zillow will not double your portfolio size, but what it does, it puts another tool in your toolbox of ways to look for properties so that you always have properties you're underwriting and looking to get to the finish line. I have a team that fixes and flips properties in Michigan, and one of my partners was sitting on the couch one day, thumbing through Zillow, looking at properties, and found this foreclosure that popped up. He called on that foreclosure. It was a 5-bedroom house. We ended up buying that 5-bedroom house for about, I think, $90,000. Again, this is Midwestern pricing. For those of my Western friends or coastal friends, you'll think that's absolutely crazy. But we bought this house for around 90 grand. We put about 20,000 into it, so we got about 110 into it. We sold that thing for almost 180. We sold it for a huge profit because my partner was thumbing around Zillow. Because here's the thing. Zillow is, again, it's not the place that's going to double your portfolio. It's another tool in your toolbox. We've seen a lot of properties come to us through Zillow. About 5 years ago, my wife and I flipped a property that we found on Zillow. A buddy of mine just acquired a property that he's seeking to fix up. He found on Zillow. Zillow is not a dead platform. It's not a platform that's overcrowded. It's a platform that just has a lot of houses on it. Is it crowded? For sure. Any MLS listing site is. But Zillow has a couple nuances that put you in a position to connect directly to sellers. We've done a lot of deals off this platform, and I would encourage you to add it to your repertoire as you're looking for deals in any type of market. I want to give you a free gift for tuning in today. I want to give you my free 60-minute multifamily masterclass. Below, if you click the link, you'll be taken to the training and you can tune in and watch me go through the 5 ways to bust into the multifamily market and leverage it to get your next or first piece of multifamily real estate. I'll see you in the training.